It's time for Season 5 Cosmic Crucible Room Changes! All right, we're going to go over this with not Dr. Hargrave, Mr. Hargrave, and it's Mr. Hargrave. We're going to go over Season 5 Cosmic Crucible. Now, you have a different perspective because you actually played against it. We're going to go over the rules in general, very surface level. And if you want to watch a more detailed video about this situation, I'm going to put a link in the description to your video. Sound good?
That sounds great. There's also a lot more cursing.
There's a lot more cursing in his video. Yeah, that's right. That was fun. Oh, that was fun. All right. So season 5 is coming around and the room rules are a lot less prescriptive and you feel they're kind of boring. Let's just get to the meat and the potatoes. We're going to go over it. The main thing is now there's an exhausted mechanic. Good or bad?
Oh, exhausted is great. That's definitely a good addition. It's something that we push for in the in the Envoy server. I think other people ask for it as well. But yeah, it's really good, and it prevents you from getting stonewalled out of a room.
Yes.
And I think that was the only way I was actually able to beat one of your rooms, was to utilize that exhausted feature. If not for that, I would have absolutely not cleared you.
Okay, so pretty simple to understand, works just like War. I think this is a good addition. Specifically, I've been going up against Super Scrolls all the time, and it helps, right? It absolutely helps. Then, as far as generic rules, these are the same as last time. All defensive characters get a max health and damage boost. Nothing new there. Now we're also going to be getting Superior 6 and Sinister 6 bonuses, right? Spider, Hunter, Tank on defense and offense. Sinister 6 characters gain 20% focus, gain 15% max barrier. So that'll apply to the entire 12, right? There's 12 Sinister 6, right? And then I think so.
No, well, actually, there's only 10.
Okay,
Because like original Green Goblin and Swarm aren't really part of this. Okay. You can throw them in there, but they're not really a part of this.
Well, here's the thing. Superior 6 is going to be the 5-piece that they're telling us what to do. And it's going to be dominant and it's very good. And they're also going to be getting a bonus. Unsuccessful attack, barrier yourself for 15% of max health and remove revive once from each target attack on spawn, gain defense up. Now, I have not been able to test them at all in Cosmic Crucible. But I'm not having to think too hard, just looking at the kits and their intent, plus these bonuses, they're going to be the Apex Crucible team. Would you agree? Oh, yeah. I mean, just without...
No, I got my hands on them a little bit. I didn't get to test them as much as I wanted. I didn't get to throw them against Apocalypse or Secret Defenders or Super Scroll, but everything else I threw them against, they just dominated. Right. And I like these buffs. Because as you power this team up, until you get it up to where it should be, and I'm recommending this like whole team for tier 18 for Dark Dimension 6. This is an excellent Apex Cosmic Crucible team that is perfectly primed to all go into Dark Dimension 6. So until you get it up to that point, these buffs are going to help keep it viable in Cosmic Crucible as you get more parts of the team and as you build it up to the level that you want to build it up to.
I don't have as strong of a recommendation for the city part, but for Green Goblin and Doc Ock, I am taking into Dark Dimension 6 personally. I've already done my city, so do what you got to do. And Super Scroll is still going to be a problem. That is also true, right? Super Scroll, this team is not going to walk over Super Scroll, would be my best guess. No. Super Scroll is still going to be very important in Cosmic Crucible. So even though Superior 6 is going to be very, very, very strong, Super Scroll is still a thing. Let's get into the room bonuses. Room 1. This is actually, as far as the rooms, one of them could be the more stronger, where you're going to have to think about more than others. On defense and offense, striker characters on ally turn, gain assist. Now, we talked about this a little bit. Like if you don't want to remod your team, then you can look at Young Avengers or Infinity Watch. But actually, should we take a step back and talk about this? Well, go ahead and tell me. You said that you did Secret Defenders all striker and they just wrecked nerds, right? It was bonkers, right?
That's what I ran up against. I ran up against a secret defender that was all strikers, and that was really a problem. And what I had to do is take my Masters of Evil, make them all strikers, and then I was fine because the way room really didn't read the way that it works. But how it works is you have a striker, they attack, all the other strikers attack with them. So it's an extremely powerful room buff if you have everybody set as strikers and if everybody has high attack power.
So speed's going to matter and remodding your team's going to matter. This is going to be an explosive room. Now, we're going to talk about some of the other rooms, and I just want to say, in general, some of these rooms are not as prescriptive or impactful as 2 seasons ago, which was garbage. I actually prefer this, and I just want to take a step back because I know we have a difference of opinion on that, which is completely fine. I actually think you have a good opinion on this. But let's say there were no room rules at all. Like, how would you play Cosmic Crucible? Well, you identify your best 12 teams, 6 best offensive teams, and then your 6 most annoying defensive teams like Infinity Watch, right? And then you just place them, right? And it's not much different than Alliance War. So these room rules are not going to be drastically bringing in your 13th and 14th and 16th best team and pushing them into a 5th best team like it was in other seasons, which was annoying. But this may lead to a situation where the 12 best teams is everybody plays the same 12 teams, and where you see them in each room is going to be a thing. So let's go. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much my feeling about it, and that's kind of my problem with it. Is I've enjoyed in previous seasons. Like, I think a bad example is Bifrost. A good example is the Mutant Room, where I was able to take Jubilee and Phoenix and put it with my other Unlimited X-Men and create like a super team.
I agree
that
with
got me a lot of wins.
I agree with you. Yep.
With an interesting investment. I was able to put some characters that I hadn't used, that I had no use for anywhere else, put them into my defense and actually get wins and have them be viable. That's what's kind of fun to me about Cosmic Crucible, and that's not really here.
Okay. I'm okay with this, but for me, if they change the rooms more frequently, a lot of these problems are also solved, which we pushed very heavily forward. Now, room 2, we're going to read this real quick. On defense and offense, tech and skill characters, when basically used, gain speed up. With speed up at the end of the turn, bear yourself for 20% of the character's max health. This is a nothing burger room.
Yeah, there's just nothing going on here. Non-room.
All right,
and
so
I don't like these at all. I think that it should do something.
I don't know. We'll have to actually see, but from my point of view, this looks like a nothing room right there, and it's going to be hard.
Why have rules if they don't do anything?
Well, for a while, 2 of the rooms didn't have any rules at all, so it's a thing, right? And this is just a small. This is not going to be a highly impactful room rule, which I'm okay with that for now. I mean, maybe my opinion on this will change after playing this for 4 weeks or something like that. Corrupting power on defense and offense. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less to use when using an ultimate ability, spreads all negative effects from self to adjacent allies. So for me, this is going to play out like we've had this for a while now, like room 6, right? This is room 6. Now, this second part, and this is my guess, and you correct me if my guess is wrong. When using an ultimate ability, spreads all negative effects from self to adjacent. The correct way to play this room is to be fast, right? To be faster than your opponent. And this is going to be a non-event if you're playing a fast team. What was your take on this?
Yeah, that's the same idea. Be fast and have a team that either can clear debuffs or has immunity. Like, there's plenty of teams out there that load up or can get immunity or clear debuffs. And so it's really kind of a non-issue. All my matches against this room just played out like they did in room 6. There was really not much difference at all.
Okay, I like this room a lot. I think that this ultimate abilities cost 2 less is a good staple for Cosmic Crucible. Room 6, it's familiar and it matters, right? And that's where we typically see Darkhold on defense. Now let's go to Spec Ops.
And you can do tricky stuff too, like put Doom in there, put Omega Red in there, put people with very powerful ultimate abilities. It's a fun room.
Yeah, it's a good room. I like that. Okay, on defense and offense, on successful dodge, gain stealth. Characters with stealth gain 20% damage. And so I was thinking about New Avengers, and your take on this room is that it was a nothing burger, right?
Yeah, actually, I think you came up with a good idea though, which was you threw out New Warriors, but I don't really think they come into play. It's more Unlimited X-Men. This is more the room for Unlimited X-Men than the mutant room that we're going to talk about next.
That's if you run Phantom X on Unlimited, because that's going to be a lot of people will take him out, where this then
Take 'em out.
doesn't become a thing. So yeah, maybe Unlimited would be good in this room. I like this. I know you said this was a nothing burger. I think this actually, you can take advantage of it slightly with like Unlimited. And Unlimited is easily a top 12, probably way better than top 12, probably top 6 Cosmic Crucible team. Like they're
Especially with
definitely
that damage boost.
Yeah,
and they get stealth too. Like
Yes.
they throw themselves into stealth all the time. So it's a good room.
Okay.
For them.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's go to room 5. Mutant immune system on defense and offense. Mutant characters on turn clear all negative effects from self. Heal self for 10% of max health for each negative effect cleared. Oh, I guess you could run Unlimited there, but probably Unlimited would be better at room 4. But it's just like, it just seems like
That's
nothing.
what I ran into. People thought that they should put Unlimited in room 5, but I think they're actually much better in 4. And I never got to face it, so I don't know that. This is all test server stuff. We should probably state that.
Oh, God, yeah.
These rules might be different when they hit the game, especially room 1. I don't know if room 1 is working the way it's supposed to. Who knows?
Yeah, please understand, there's an issue with room 1, at least what we tested in room 1, not only with the text, maybe with the mechanics. So hopefully they get sorted out before it gets played out. But thank goodness for test servers. Otherwise, it would just got pushed live, right? We're seeing this a lot, actually. It's hard. Oh, boy. The closer we get to, we see the number of... Oh, my goodness, right? Oh, Lordy, right?
Look at the teams that you got to test against. Look what you can use your Sinister Six against.
Yeah,
Isn't this great?
this was my Cosmic Crucible experience.
So are we going to do some live testing of these rules, Mobile?
No, there's nothing I could do with this. All right, so... Last room right here.
You come over to my channel. We have all the test footage. I shot it 5 days ago like a fool.
Okay, so, well, I don't know about that. But, okay, so this actually had an unexpected outcome for you because I had random stuff set on defense, and you played against me inside a Cosmic Crucible, and you hit a stop on this room. Let's read the room first. On defense and offense, villain characters on successful attack apply defense down to each target when attacked, and then hero characters on successful attack apply offense down to each target attack. So the way this reads is that if you have a mixed team of heroes and villains that can do AoE attacks, you can actually get these buffs across the board. And so not by smart thinking, by random, what did I put on defense, and it created a problem for you?
Yeah, you had Rebirth in there. So not only are they a mix of heroes and villains, they have AoE attacks, but they also, multiply the positive effects that they have. So this kind of gets out of control on them. And because of the way you have your test server set up, you requested to have your roster entirely maxed out.
Correct.
Tier 18 everything, 7 red everything. So an extremely large Rebirth in this room is kind of a game changer and something that people aren't going to be expecting, I guess, unless you watch this video. So, like and subscribe, and we'll keep you informed.
And that was just random. And so Rebirth, a lot of people have Rebirth built up quite a bit because the raids and the boss node is kind of a pain, and it's early in the raid, so if you want to keep going through it, you have to have your team built up. And they are very annoying at high power levels because you just don't get through Captain America, and then they're healing, and then if Peggy, you got to kill Peggy, right? That's the whole plan, right? If you don't kill Peggy, then they're reviving, and then if Winter Soldier takes a turn or Agent Venom takes a turn, they're deleting a character sometimes. So it's and they're also annoying on defense. They're an efficiency killer. Like, I think Rebirth, Infinity Watch are good examples of efficiency killer teams. So it's logical to put them on defense. Whether or not that's the best team, it's just we stumbled upon this, or you stumbled upon this being pretty effective against what you went against.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got that footage in my video if you want to see exactly what I had to throw against this to take it down. And I think, the Exhausted was the only thing that helped me get through it. Without that, I probably wouldn't have been able to clear it. And yeah, it's a solid team. Another reason why people are building them up is for the upcoming Green Goblin Scourge.
Yes.
You're going to have some extra potential to get a little more value out of them in this season of Cosmic Crucible as well, I think.
Okay, that'll do it for today. Head over to Heartgrave's channel. Say anything you want before we go, because your video is long. It's like an hour long. I think it's an hour long. It's an
hour and a half.
There's a lot of stuff in the video, but if you want a deep dive into what's going on, head over to Heartgrave's channel. It's almost an hour and a half long. All right. Bye for now.
It has Mobile Gamer and it has Valley Flying. So we have 2 celebrity guests.
I guess.
And it has those 3 rounds of Cosmic Crucible Season 5. So if you want to be the most prepared for what's coming, come watch that video.
Sounds good. All right. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and bye for now.